As children, we are generally taught not to put large objects down drains, such as your toilet, your sinks, your bathtub, because it might clog up the pipes. Now, not everybody got that page when they were growing up, and in some cases, such as today's, we can see the absolute worst case scenario. Hello, my friends, and welcome to Not Famous, where we talk about people that became famous or infamous for something that they did. Today, we are talking about YouTuber Cyril Schriener, also known as Cyridicule. He's getting all kinds of attention on the internet, maybe infamously for what he has done with Orbeez. Now, if you're not familiar with Orbeez, they're these tiny little polymer beads, right? You can buy them by the hundreds or in some cases by the thousands. Now, when these beads are placed into water, they grow up to like 12 times their original size. So pretty fun for children to kind of play with, experiment, drop in a cup of water and watch them grow over time. However, Cyridicule decided that he was going to fill up a bathtub in his home with tens of thousands of Orbeez. Sounds like a fun idea, right, my friends? And at first, he was having fun. He hopped in the tub, and he was literally surrounded by tens of thousands of these little beads as they began to pull in the water and grow. After all of this fun, he realized that they were starting to become a huge mess, because once you fill up a bathtub of these little beads and they grow to multiple times their size, my friends, they are everywhere. They're popping out. They're filling up his entire bathroom. He decided to try to get rid of them by using a vacuum cleaner. And as it turns out, that was not a very good idea. His vacuum cleaner started to smoke and seemed like it was burning up before it completely died altogether. With the vacuum cleaner gone, what's the next best option to get rid of these, to dispose of them, my friends? Well, clearly his logic was to pull the plug on the bathtub and let them go down the drain. My friends, you might say, why don't you just grab them, scoop them up, and throw them in the trash? Doesn't that seem like a better option? As it turns out, yes, it is a better option, my friends. Shortly after letting most of these Orbeez start to go down the drain, they start flooding up through his sink, his toilet. They're coming out of everywhere. In some cases, brown liquid coming up with them. Now, shortly after his own home being assaulted with these Orbeez popping up everywhere through all of his pipes and clogging up his pipes, the rest of the neighborhood seems to have the same issue. In fact, these Orbeez were coming up from the sewer, my friends. They came down there and then they just crowded up. They're literally popping out of the sewer. People's homes across the entire neighborhood are getting clogged up. It's a mess. Ridicule eventually gets a note from the town hall stating that the police are searching for the culprit of this and they are facing potential legal action for what has happened. Some people have said that this is possibly all a fake stunt in order to draw attention, and to be fair, if it was done that way, it was very well executed because it is quite the accomplishment. However, it does appear that this really has happened. Cyridicule has owned up to it. He has called himself an idiot, and he admits that it was kind of a dumb thing to do. It made for a good video, right? Anyways, my friends, be careful what you flush down the toilet, down the tub, down your sink. You don't want to clog up your home, let alone your neighbors, with thousands of little polymer balls. We are covering stories like this one all throughout the week, every week. If you want to stay tuned for more updates and other stories like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button. It is super duper important, I promise you. Good to talk to you, my friends. I hope you are having an amazing day, whether it is cold and freezing or hot and burning up or somewhere in between out there. Whatever you're doing, do it well, be smart, have fun. My friends, I will talk to you again, and as always, adios, amigos. Famous. Not famous.